But a little bit more technical. This is like the technical side of the show. But so like when you were starting out in your entrepreneur journey, what are some challenges you faced that you were able to solve, or you have not solved yet, that you wish you had some kind of help to do that in your journey?
Yeah, a lot of the issues I faced were built around essentially people taking my business serious. And a lot of the times, mine was a little different, obviously, because it's nightlife, it's party. People kind of like take that as a joke. But a lot of the times, people at the early stage of any business don't take the business serious. That was one of those hurdles where I think the outward image is the most important thing. The way I was able to convince people that my business was serious is by being serious online. And so I think for me, I'm just super big on any founder in any space to develop some type of real personal brand, right? Like, how do you become the expert at this, or the person that people go to for this? And it's not, everybody can't keep up the pace like me on social media, but you do need to have a platform and some sort that people know you for. And that was a big hurdle for me, is getting that. And I had to do a lot more of it because of my business. But I realized that was a real thing. And as I go forward, especially as a serial entrepreneur, you want to sell businesses, right? You want to make capital, flip it, right? And you know how real estate people flip houses. I call myself the real estate guy for businesses or startups. I flip startups. And essentially to do that, your personal brand has to be recognizable and trusted, right? So if I, sell Kin, when I go start my next thing, not only do my consumers got to trust me, but the people that gave me money, the people that want to give me money to start my next business, they got to trust me too. And that's based on my personal brand. And so that's a big hurdle at the early stages. People don't know you, so it's like, what do they know about you? And it's like whatever you give them, right? And that's their personal brand. So that's one of the hurdles. I think the second hurdle that for me that was super, super important was that data room piece, man. Like, it's nothing like having your ducks in a row. Right? Like from the legal side to the financial side to the marketing side to the policies that you implement within your business. Like, when people are tight knit like that, man, it changes the narrative on you a lot, right? Even if people are saying no to, the business model or the idea, when you come off as somebody that has your shit together, it changes the narrative. And I guess that fits in a personal brand, but the data room is how you do it, right? On the back end. I think I've had a lot of investors tell me, especially recently, like, man, like, you got your shit together. Your data room's intact, man. Like, I haven't seen one this good this early. And with Kin, it's like, we got things that we're gonna be doing 5 years from now in our data room. Right? Not numbers, not like how much money we're gonna make. Actual policies that will be implemented 5 years from now. And
how do you
that's
get
the
to
kind
that
of
though?
stuff.
How do you get to that? Like, how do you get to that data room? Like, what things did you use to get to that? Because I don't think you just come up with that. Like, you have to train yourself.
So you operate business over time, right? You do a lot of research on other entrepreneurs, right? Other entrepreneurs tell you things that they've run into, the battles, the hurdles that they run into as a business. And it's like, oh, so you have a problem hiring because of this. So I'm gonna implement a policy so I ain't gotta deal with that, right? And essentially, man, it's like, it's forecasting outside of financials. You want your financials to be in order, forecasting. But you wanna forecast everything about the business. Like, how far fetched can you think when you think of marketing, right? Is my billboard campaign gonna happen now, or is it gonna happen 3 years from now? And why, right? That's gonna be in my data room, right? And even if the idea doesn't work, you're forecasting and thinking about it before it happens. So whenever it does, if you thought it was gonna happen in 3 years and it happens in 2, you're still ready.
You're ready for that.
Right?
If you stay ready,
you ain't gotta get ready.
you already know how it is.
I am unstoppable.